Everything here seems to be in order. Homework, and of course, my poem. My ramen then fully cooks, and I eat. Not that I'm a fast eater, mind you, but I eat it a little fast to avoid choking on ramen. Wouldn't eating it fast make you more at risk of choking on the ramen? Ah, whatever. I'm not going to get myself killed because I eat ramen too fast. Okay, so hold on a second. I eat it a little fast to avoid choking on ramen, so you don't eat it too fast. So you would actually be eating it a little slowly, is what you're trying to say. Anyway, after eating, I cleaned up, brushed my teeth, and went out of the Don't Capitalize This house. I quickly went out, locked the door, and quickly made my way to the streets. Quickly. I texted Sayori if she's still at her house. She replied to me that she was already in school and told me not to worry a bit. Well, that's new. I quickly went on and... Oops, I clicked too fast. My bad. I quickly went on and arrived in school 5 minutes late. The day... Don't count. Goes on. Well, like any other day. Boring. But hey, at least my homework is done. I'm not the irresponsible type, but some days I find it boring to do these kinds of stuff. Kinds of things. But what can you do? It's all for the sake of my future, right? The morning classes end sometime later. You know what? I'm going to stop pointing them out because it's on you now. Dear mod developer, stop capitalizing things that aren't proper names or the starts of sentences, okay? That's all you gotta do. You only capitalize if it's a proper name or the start of a sentence. That's it. No others. Since I had already eaten lunch just a while ago, I decided to take a breather and read through the manga I'm bringing over to the literature club today. And here, see, it's a proper name, but you only did one step of it. You gotta capitalize this. The only reason why I brought this is because that Natsuki from the literature club seemed to like manga too, based on her reaction when I spoke about it.
Howie.
I'm caught off guard again with Erika speaking behind me. I turn around and see her there standing. Oh, Erika? What is it?
Well, I got a little bit curious as to what you were reading.
Hold on, auto-editing text box. Oh, it's just Well,
is that manga you're reading?
Yes, it is. Before I could even object, she pulls up a chair, and places it next to my own before sitting on the chair. How about before sitting down?
I'm a sucker for manga too. Back home I have lots of different manga collections.
Oh?
Berserk, Sakura Refugees, The Tarot Cafe. I even have novels of other series saved on my phone too.
She shows me her various collections of mangas on her phone. Pretty sure manga is already plural, you don't need the S. Not exactly a fan of light novels, since there are those manga types where there's exactly no pictures to depict what's actually going on.
I didn't know you were into mangas.
So wait, hold on a second. Are you saying there are mangas that aren't, glorified comic books, basically? Wouldn't that just make it a regular book? I don't know. Oh, well, I am. But I'm kind of just bringing this over to the club later.
You joined the club?
Yeah. It's called the Literature Club.
Huh. Never thought you were one to join a club.
Well, I actually ain't really. I kind of just joined because I originally just wanted to check it out. Also, you've known me for a day, apparently, but maybe you knew me longer? I don't know.
Because of Sayori, right?
We're kind of not questioning these things. Yeah, because... Or are we about to? Wait, you know Sayori?
Yeah. We're kind of classmates in some classes.
Oh. Didn't think you'd be classmates with her in the same class already.
Well, we are.
How do you think classes work, man? You get, they assign them to the people and they go to them. If you're with someone else in another class, it's by pure happenstance, 99% of the time.
You're good friends with her, right?
Yeah, I am.
I can definitely tell, given how she speaks highly of you. Helping her out with stuff without her asking you to help her.
Right, things like that.
She definitely talks about you a lot sometimes. I can tell she's actually more than a friend to you in some ways.
Huh. So, Erika.
Mm-hmm.
You said you're from the Philippines, right?
Yeah. More specifically, in the provincial regions down south.
About this friend of yours who looks like me.
My friend?
Yeah.
What about him?
Well, never mind. Lost my train of thought on that. See, that time they got it right. Didn't make it plural.
Well, alright then. an idea.
What is it?
You said you like manga, right?
I said it once, and I'll say it twice. Yes, I do.
I'll bring something we can read together tomorrow after lunch. How about that? I'm, well, kind of glad to actually find someone who would also enjoy manga here. Not really a lot of people here who would enjoy something that is small but meaningful.
Sure, I mean, if you're okay with it, then I don't mind.
Thanks, Allie. I'm really happy to actually have a friend that shares some similar interests here.
Huh. Maybe she should have joined the literature club instead of me. It's not too late. She seems so eager with reading, she'd probably be good at making poems, too. Add to that, she and Natsuki would make good reading buddies, too, since they both like manga. But in the back of my head, I could feel like I shouldn't bother her about that. In the back of my... Well, it's usually in the back of my mind. In the back of my mind, I feel like I shouldn't bother her about it. We continued chatting and reading the manga I brought with me for the remainder of the lunch break until the bell for the afternoon classes started ringing.
Well, Allie, guess let me see you again next time then.
You too, Erika.
Tomorrow, all right?
Yeah, sure, I'll remember.
Great, then it's a date then.
Wait, a what?
It's not exactly a date. Well, it's more of a reading date than an actual date thing. You get what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, catch you again next time then.
And with that, she heads out of the classroom and towards her own. She seemed like she's actually enjoying my company more nowadays. It's been 2 days. Then push the chair she used back to its position before sitting back on my own chair. It is position. Drop this apostrophe. Eventually, then, afternoon classes start up. The afternoon classes then finish even before I realize. I then pack up my things and stand up and leave for the club room.
Hi again, Allie.
Man, that other song just barely lasted. It was like 2 text boxes and it was gone.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. I'm really excited about my first day in this club already. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Allie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
It's nothing, Gary. I'm really excited what you all do here after class hours. Aside from the poem sharing later.
Well, we do literature-based activities here, if that's what you're wondering. And no, we don't do anything else that's not literature-based here, if you're wondering that as well. So keep your mind out of the gutter.
What does she think we're thinking? I am honest not sure what she's even saying here, or what she's implying to me at all. Okay, so this would be, I'm honestly not sure what she's even saying.
Also, I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. And looks like I was right. She definitely likes manga as much as I do.
Don't worry, guys. Howie always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Sometimes he even helps me with busy work without me even asking. How dependable.
See, I did that before because you weren't able to finish some of those on time.
Is that so?
Very.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Howie can become good friends too.
Sayori. Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori?
Me? She brought me something today. I wasn't really expecting her to bring me something, but this is somehow becoming a rather large turn of events. This is somehow becoming, don't need this A, becoming a rather large turn of events. It's kind of awkwardly phrased, but it is technically correct.
Not really. Don't be shy. That's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to reason or rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. I can already feel the excitement about what she's going to give me, but I just keep my cool.
All right. Well, here.
Kira reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book. She's a very thoughtful person, not gonna lie. She may be timid, but she's a real keeper. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. I look at the book. It's a medium-sized book with the title in the front. Portrait of Markov, huh? It has a weird ominous eye under the title. Looks more like Illuminati to me. Doesn't matter though, looks rather interesting. Also, why does it feel that I've seen this book for a long time? Seen this book before or haven't seen this book in a long time? That phrasing, man. The name Markov seems familiar, but I can't put a finger as to what.
Yes, it's a good book. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
I will, Yuri. Thanks. With that, Yuri goes back to her desk. From here on out, you can either skip the majority of spending time with all four of the girls, or you can spend time with each of them like the sweetheart you are. There are several changes here that had changed since the first iteration. Though not exactly huge game changes, they contain some altercations that talks about the previous iteration. There will also be several alternate pathways with whatever choice you made. However, they won't affect the entire story besides give you insight on what's to come. Though it's up to you whether you choose to go through this or not. So what will you do? Oh man, we are totally going to catch way more errors sticking with these scenes.
Christ, have we not learned what's going to happen with this already?
What?
We're just going to be a bore. So I might as well just give you a quick rundown. For starters, Hallie pretty much just spends time with all of us, me included. We do that same thing with me taking his book, making me chase him, end of story.
What? Me taking his book and making me What?
Smart, redeemed, and brave talk about that book again in particular, which is in fact apparently real or Yuri's journal log about our time back then, which got disguised as a story novel entirely. Then one of them brings up Hallie's previous avatar body being power punched by Victor, Erika eventually using the power Energem. That sums up everything that this tale has to offer. So I'll just cut to the chase and send you off to the end of the day.
I have questions. I unlocked the door and went in. I'm home. I tell that to myself all the time. It's been truly a while since my parents left me. Oh, I feel bad for them. Every day it's the same routine. Wake up in the morning, go to school, go home, do random crap, go to sleep. Rinse and repeat. I always wonder to myself where my parents are right now. After that argument I had with them that I don't want to see them again, and me wanting to live my life without them. I know I didn't mean that, but I didn't know that they'd literally leave me alone. Although they do still call me and support me for my school. I mean, I've tried to live with myself now, and it's been going good now. It's been a while since I last saw them. I really miss them. Oh well, sadness over. What's going on? My body, it's starting to go numb. I suddenly collapse on the floor. Now what happened? It's not me this time. I didn't do shit. Then what the hell just happened this time? Currently checking. It's still the same attempt of someone trying to sever our connection to Hallie. Again? But it's Monica still doing it? Nah, it couldn't be her. She would already know well enough to not even do that again. Not even close. What if it's her avatar? Her? That's impossible. It's not in her nature to even do such a thing. We all know her. Well, if it's neither Monica or her, it has to be someone else. Nor her. Welcome to Quanta Override Mode. Anything can pretty much happen here, and we still won't expect it. Pretty sure we already established that. While you're at it, can you wake him back up? Oh, sure thing. So anyway, what just happened? I suddenly passed out. That was strange. Why did I pass out all of a sudden? My stomach suddenly sounds out. Oh. I guess we're just hungry, huh? Silly stomach. I quickly ignored the fact that I passed out because I seemed to be hungry, so I quickly went over to the kitchen, grabbed a cup of instant ramen, and added hot water. You don't need the hyphen. I didn't do it before either. After a while of waiting, I began eating and cleaned up afterwards. I quickly went over my homework and made a new poem. This time I had newfound motivation from the club meeting earlier. Okay, now that's that. It's time to hit the hay because tomorrow's a new day for us. I went over my things one last time before putting them in my bag. After that, I jumped in bed and lay there for a few minutes thinking about things. These can be separate sentences. A few minutes later, my eyes began to feel heavy, and no sooner than I realized I was already sleeping. Oh no! Burning! Breath of Fire 2 Orchestrated Soundtrack 25 Dramatic Battle. What's this? I'm at a burning restaurant? I look around and see I'm surrounded in a sea of intense flames. But the flames look like they don't even hurt. For a minute I thought I was in hell, but then I realized it's just a dream of sorts. But I still decided to find my way out of this mess. That's when I saw something completely out of the ordinary. I see Monica crying just outside the restaurant in front of me as soon as I got out. But she wasn't looking at me. No, she was looking straight through me. I looked back to see some people running out of the restaurant. A blue-haired boy runs out helping several people out. Quick, get out! Before the restaurant collapses! He helps people out of the burning restaurant. As soon as he gets out with the people, he turns around and notices someone stuck in the midst of the ocean of flames. It was someone that I did not expect. Before the blue-haired boy could get in, the restaurant suddenly explodes and collapses down, as restaurants do. Everything then started to fade in black as I could hear the boy say out a name. Well, as fascinating as all that was, we're going to pick this up next time. That's going to do it for now. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Our Hearts United Chapter 1, When Worlds Collide. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.